Hello traders out there in Traderland, D7 here with Grok Trade. 2022 was the worst year we have seen since 2008. Actually, 2022 was the fourth worst year since the S&P has been around. So, and that goes back to 57 was the last time we had such a bad year. The S&P 500 was down 19.4%, almost 20% last year. That's a huge drop. But pales in comparison to the NASDAQ. Tech stocks were down 33.1% in 2022. Crazy drop. Big drop. The S&P has a 71% chance of being up year over year. So each year there's a 71% chance that the S&P will be up. And after a down year, there's an 8 out of 10 chance that the markets will rebound back. So what does that say? We had a down year in 2022. 2023, there's an 80% chance that the markets will be higher. Stats show if the markets do not go higher in 2023, if that does not happen, then we have a problem, because you'll see blood in the streets, a big drop, and it can be significant. Now, before I get into that, if you do have an up, so after a down year, the markets have an 80% chance of bouncing up the very next year. If it does, the average increase is 15% for the S&P. Not bad. The average is 11%, so it's a tick higher. So anyway, the last time we have seen a second consecutive down year was 2000. And before that, it was on the year I was born, in 73. How many Gen Xers do we have out there? If you're a Gen Xer, say you're a Gen Xer. If you're a Boomer, say you're a Boomer. If you're a Gen Z or a Millennial, say that. I want to know who you are. And the best sector, we had a huge sector rally. Can anybody tell me what sector in 2022 went up the most, went up by almost 51%? The reason that's important, guys, is because that helped me decide and to call the market top in early January, which I did. Look at my videos in early January and said, there's a good chance that we just put in our top. How did I know that? Technical analysis, 25 years of experience, and looking at sector rotation, because one of the specific sectors, tell me in the comments, was red hot. The last time I saw that was in 2007, right before I called the drop in 2000 and the end of 2007, and we got that in 2008. This is the second major market crash that I have called. So who am I? My name's Dez. I'm in Tampa. I'm an institutional trader. I own an education company. I've been trading using technical analysis for 25 years. So outside of that, it doesn't matter who I am. Let's get into the stocks of interest. and guys, as we look at this, I'm going to start off with the monthly charts, and I want you to follow me. I'm going to go really fast, pause the videos where you need help and you need to study. This is a monthly chart. So if I go to a bar chart, every bar is 1 month. Every bar is 1 month. I'm going to go to a line chart on the monthly chart and look at this. If you look at this going back to, and I'm going all the way back to 2014, looking at this, we have major support. We're at this. We're in a big rising wedge, but we have a lot of opportunity to keep drifting to the upside. The question is, will we break below this line? Everybody is looking at that. Guys, this is the spiders. Look at these two moving averages that I'm using here. I have two moving averages. I have the 40 and the 50. You can see those here, the 40 and the 50. Those 40 and 50s, if you look at this on the monthly chart, they matter, okay? They matter. If you look at this, support, we break support, we drop below it, resistance, we go above it, we break that support, okay? We break it. Resistance, we break it, support, okay? Are you starting to see the power of these moving averages? We come up, major support, okay? This was in 2020, the big drop. And then we go and we've been coming down here, okay? So this is a nasty little drop that we've had here. But we're at these moving averages again. We should bounce up. We should bounce up. If we go below them, woe to us, as it happens to be the same place where the moving average or the trend line is. That is important to us. That matters, guys. That matters. Diamonds. If you look at this, diamonds, we bounce. We're in a rising wedge, more bearish than it is bullish. And we were sub-zero on the MACD line, and we're at the zero line. We're at the zero line, guys. So if this could be resistance, we could turn down. If we turn down, the question is, will we go into a symmetrical triangle? The answer would be yes. And will this lower line hold? The answer is maybe. Again, if I come back, you can pause the video to look at this, but look at the price action versus these moving averages and how they played out. We're at that support. We bounced off of them. If we go to the NASDAQ, which had the worst year, down 33% this last year, major little nasty drop. Again, I called the high, and I'm on public record talking about that. Go look at those videos yourself. And I don't know if anybody else called those. Let me know. Show me a link. Don't just tell me they called it. Show me a link where they called it, where I called it. I want people to, be held accountable for. If you say you called the top, I need show public proof that you did that. I'm talking just to a few people out there right now. Okay. Look, we're at these moving averages. Will we bounce? So we're at this red moving average. That happens to be my 50 moving average on the monthly. If you look here, and if I blow this up a little bit, I just want you to see the red one to see how it plays out, okay? And how it plays out, and then where we're at, okay? We're just below it, so it's not good news, okay? That's not good news that we're below it. Now, this monthly chart, we're just getting started. We're in the first week of January. So this is a dynamically moving chart. If you look here, this is the Russell's 2000. You can see the red, okay? We come here, red, support, support. We break it. We get chopped up in it. Support on the red, support on the red, support on the red. We come here, we break it. Nasty drop, guys. That was the Corona crash drop. We come up, we found support at red, we bounced up. Now we're going below it, above it, below it, above it. It cannot make up its mind there, so I drew a trend line. That trend line will tell me if I think if this market is toast or not. That trend line is what's important to me. Financials, I like to look at financials because the markets tend to follow that rising wedge on the monthlies. And we're above these moving averages, and we have a trend line. That trend line is very, very important to me. The MACD is up at the centered. This MACD is a centered oscillator. We're at the zero line on the negative part of that. That could act as resistance. The histogram lines are ticking lower, telling me we could cross over and we could drop. If we drop, that means the price action is dropping. We have a lot of support. If we break those supports, that means we're breaking the moving averages. And woe to this market. Woe to this market, because again, 2023 has an 80% chance of being bullish if we don't look for there to be continuation and blood in the streets, okay? It could be a nasty little drop. Okay, if you look over here, US dollar at major support on the monthly chart. If the US dollar gets legs and rallies higher, it is going to put pressure on commodities and stocks as a whole. Gold has rallied. Big symmetrical triangle, huge rally on the monthly. We're coming to resistance in the symmetrical triangle. Silver, we had this falling wedge. We bounced. We broke out of it. Now we're in this huge resistance area, and it's already starting to tick lower. So on the short-term time frame, it has blasted through all sorts of resistance. We'll look at that, but that's the monthly. Okay, VIX on the monthly, big symmetrical triangle. We're very low, but this symmetrical triangle, it could break down, which would be really bullish for the markets, or break out, and it's going to be very bearish for the markets. But we're below these moving averages. That's a good sign. But usually when we're below the moving averages, it rallies up. Below the moving averages, rallies up. Below the moving averages, it rallies up. Below the moving averages, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. We're below them. This tells me it should rally up. Let's see if it does. If it rallies up, that means fear is spiking. If fear is spiking, the markets are diving. Okay, that's what this is talking about. We're going to go over here to the monthly or the weekly charts. And is the speed okay? I'm going very, very fast because you guys can get a lot of information quickly. This is the Spider's weekly chart, not the monthly, weekly. If I go to every candlestick bar is 1 week. We're looking at a line chart on a weekly chart. This weekly chart on the Spider, the S&P 500, We have a resistance line. We're coming back into it. It's a symmetrical triangle, and the question is, can we break out of this trend line on the weekly chart? If so, that'd be great. The MACD is down at just below the 0 line, just below it, but curling up with a positive tick on the histogram. This could be going higher. If it does go higher and breaks this area, that means we are going to go bullish on the weeklies. If we go bullish on the weeklies, the monthlies should get some steam and continue to rally northbound. Diamonds, if you look at this big symmetric triangle, we're going to test resistance again here soon, next couple of weeks. The question is, can we get over that? NASDAQ, Qs, big falling wedge, more bullish than is bearish. We're at this trend line right here, but we're on the wrong side of that trend line. It should be support. It's not. It went below it. Now it's acting as resistance. I mean, can you guys see this? Now what was support now is acting as resistance. That's telling me this could drop. And if the NASDAQ drops, the rest of the market should drop with it. The question is that line worth anything? Let's go back and look at this line to say, should we pay attention to it? This line goes right, if I go here, it goes to this major swing, March of 2020, the Corona crash bottom, to this major swing, which is 10-10-22 and then 10-31-22. And that's what I'm looking at there. We're below the moving averages. We're below them. Big symmetrical triangle also. See the symmetrical triangle? So this thing could get some wheels, pop back up, blasting through all this, being what we call a death hook. It's a bullish death hook to the upside. And you won't know that unless you're a Grok Trade and you've been through our training. But they can be very, very powerful. So we're watching this on the weekly chart. If we look here at the Russell's 2000, big symmetrical triangle. We're caught up in the moving averages. Look for a significant move one direction or the other, guys, and it will be substantial. Watch for this to pop or drop. We're at the apex on the weekly chart. Moving averages are consolidating together and they're flatlining. We're getting ready to see a big move in the markets, guys. It's coming. We want to be ready for this. If you have a good solid trading algorithm, that's the name of the game. That's where the money is. They will help you capitalize on this. All right, if you go to the financials, weekly chart, we're at major weekly resistance. Okay, again, financials, the big banks, resistance. This resistance is back to February 2022. If you look at this, November 2022, and that's where we're at right now. We have a symmetrical triangle. We're at resistance. If it breaks through, boom. This is go time, guys, go time. If it breaks through, look for the bulls to take over and rally north. If you look at the MACD, we hit the support line, the 0 line, and we're bouncing higher. But if we sell and this comes cracking down, this is going to be a nasty little drop. But this is really interesting. We're at major resistance. What will happen? U.S. dollar is coming to major support. So we have the monthly dollar at support. Now we have the financials nearing support. If the dollar gets bullish and goes up, the markets are going to have a hard time going up. Okay, just keep that in mind. So this would be really interesting. Gold, it has a huge run to the upside. It needs to take a breath and needs to come down. Silver had a big run to the upside, broke a trend line, and now is taking its breath. Now, if it can stay above this trend line, guys, and hover here for a while, getting its breath, it has more opportunity to the upside. But if the U.S. dollar spikes, gold and silver will drop. VIX, if you look at this, we're at a support level. When we get to these support levels, usually it spikes. So we have the chance of fear spiking and the chance of the US dollar spiking are significant. That means the markets have a significant chance of going down too. Okay. Quick look at Bitcoin on the, if you look at this, it's still drifting lower. And so all Ethereum's just kind of sideways is trying to find support, and it could break out of this to the upside. We could be trying to find a bottom right now. but it's slowing its descent. All right, now a quick look at the daily charts. Okay, the daily charts. We had a great Friday, guys. Big move, up 2% in the markets overall. Huge move higher. Drop, almost a 6% drop in the VIX. Just a big move on huge volume too. Let's take a look at this. We're looking at the spider. Each bar is 1 day. I'm going to go to a line chart. We're coming to major resistance. Will we hit our head and drop? We're looking at the symmetrical triangle. Everything hinges on these. Okay. The daily chart broke the falling wedge. See this line? It broke above it, but it hit this trend line and it stalled. So it's at resistance. Support, support, now resistance right there. Qs at major support, we should rally up. A lot of upside opportunity for the NASDAQ. It should go higher. However, if we drop, look for this to drop, hit, and maybe crack this support line. We're below these moving averages. Anything can happen. Russell's 2000 daily chart at major resistance right there. Bad news for it. If you look at the financials had a nice rally. We're at support. I thought it was going to break down. It didn't do that. It rallied straight up. It needs to take a breather here, but it has more upside opportunity there on the financials. So it's saying, there's hope. US dollar, it's major support on the daily, weekly, and monthly. Major support, guys. Look for that to bounce higher. Gold proved me wrong. I thought it had dropped already and we were going to drop already. It proved me wrong. It went up, breaking all these areas. I'm just telling you right now, we have a bearish divergence on the RSI. A major divergence happening on this. If you have gold and silver, be looking to take your profits. There's a warning for you, okay? This is a gift. If you haven't sold yet, you got a gift here, okay? Silver, same way, man. Actually, it's not as good. It started breaking down. It dropped this below a support line and came right back up. Could be a jab, so that's actually good hope there. On that VIX daily chart, if you look at this big symmetric triangle, we're near support on the fear. This could go up. And Bitcoin finding some support and just chopping sideways. So that's it. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple things yet. Now, if you're just here for this, you guys can get out of here. You're excused. Now, for everybody else is going to be crazy enough to listen to the monologue, I am jazzed about something that I got to show you, okay? If you haven't heard about ChatGDP, okay? If you haven't heard about it, you will. Artificial intelligence is taking over with a vengeance at this time, and it is disrupting every aspect of business as we know it, especially online. It is insane. Now, I'm going to introduce my Grok ecosystem to this, and let's get into this. And guys, I'm going to be talking about trading algorithms. There's an invite. I'll get to that in a bit, but I got to show you this. So I'm going to go over here and take a look at this, okay? So I'm going to go and here, I'll just show you. I said, what is better? I typed this in. What is better, technical analysis or fundamental analysis? And the artificial intelligence came back with this. They're different. I mean, what they said here is spot on. There is no one better approach. It talks about being different. So I said, well, trading algos outperform retail traders. So and then it said trading algos, but it says in general, algos may have an advantage over retail traders. And it gives the reasons why. Very, very interesting. Now, this section might have, anyway, let me go to a new chat. Anybody can do this. I have an account with them, but if you go here, I can put in, explain quantum computing in simple terms. But I want to do my own. Let's put in, should I be a day trader? Now, hopefully it gives a lot of warning. Should I be a day trader? I do this, and now it will type out. So it's not uncommon for people to be interested in day trading, and it can potentially be a lucrative activity. However, it's important to be aware of high level of risk. So it's saying everything I would say. Before deciding to become a day trader, you should carefully consider the financial goals, risk tolerances, and trading experience. This is all, I mean, I've not done this one before, but what they're saying is right. I like what it's saying. If you're thinking about becoming a day trader, I've jumped in down here, it'd be a good idea to start by gaining thorough understanding of the market. So this is great. I like what it's saying here. If I go here and say, should I buy trading books? Okay, let's see what it says. Reading trading books can be a good way to learn about the markets and various trading strategies. However, it's important to keep in mind that the book can't guarantee any sort of success. I agree with that. You can't learn to ride a bike through a book, okay? So that's good. I like what it's saying. It's a good idea to read a variety of books. The source. Let me tell you from my experience teaching, going on almost 20 years. I've been teaching a lot of people. The only thing I would say that it's missing here, I love everything that it's saying, is if you buy a bunch of books, you're going to get a lot of different philosophies and trading, methodologies. And when you get those trading methodologies, none of them align with one another. So, how can a trading mentor help me? I'm just going off the cuff. So a trading mentor can provide a variety of benefits, including guidance and support. So it's just going to start. So it's started with 1. It's going through 2. You can read these on your own. But the chat, personal learning, yes. Access to resources, yes. Networking opportunities, yes. It's important to keep in mind mentor is not a substitute for your own hard work and dedication, 100%. It takes, what I found with our mentor students is you got to have discipline and a strong emotional resolve. If you have those two things, we can teach you the specialized knowledge that a person will need. But how cool is this, right? I could say, can you, hold on, what do I want to say here? And I don't know. I could put anything. If I put in a new chat, and I could put in something crazy like, what are the chances 2023 will be a bullish, if I can type, a bullish year in the markets? Okay. Oh, I can't predict the future, but I was hoping to see if we could pull on some statistics like I had pulled at the earlier at this. So anyway, that is the power. Everyone's talking about chat GDP, because I can put in here, let's say, right, I can say, hold on, let's do right with W. Write a message to my wife that says I am in love with her. Janelle's in here right now. My dearest wife, Janelle, I just wanted to take a moment to tell you how much I love you. You are the light of my life and the reason for my happiness. Your love and support means everything to me, and I am so grateful. So anyway, do you see the power of this? Okay, so I'm done with that. I want to show you guys something. If you go to Grok Trade, okay, if you go to Grok Trade, click on Algo. Actually, click on, if you go to Algo, I'm going to show you a couple things. We have trading algorithms that you can deploy and use to help you. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is here. You have to embrace it. Read this top part. The adoption of AI in finance is no longer a matter of if, but when. So this section right here, I asked the algorithm that I just showed you to tell me. I said, I asked them, should retail traders start using trading algos? This is what it kicked out. So read all this. These are things that the algorithm kicked out. So this is all algorithmic driven. I didn't write any of the things down here I wrote. Okay, these are Dez's, but everything up here, this algo wrote out for me. Now, To learn about the trading algos, you can do this, watch this video. But what I recommend that you do is come to our next webinar. You see this? I'm doing a webinar Saturday. So I'm doing this video Friday night on the 6th. On the 7th, we at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, I am doing a quick video on artificial intelligence and how to use artificial intelligence in our trading to help us make more money and to be more productive, efficient, help us win more than we lose. And it is here. I have done the heavy lifting for my group, my ecosystem. So it's easy for everybody. Learn about it there. Click on this. Join us at this. If you are watching this after Saturday, so you're watching this Sunday or Monday or whenever you're watching this, no problem. Go to the website, click on the recording, and you can watch it yourself. But do it live. The one you really want to do is live because we'll be talking real time stuff. So that'd be great. The other thing anybody can do right now, there's no cost to this. It's a community, our community, Grok Trade community. Jump into the Discord. If you have not jumped in that, let me show you what the Discord is. If I pull this up, it's something that goes on your phone or on your desktop, okay? This is Discord. You're looking at it right now. And let me make sure it's all in here together. Okay, so we're looking at Discord. You'll come to Grok Trade. There's Grok Trade. You'll see an emblem. And when it pops up, you have our rules. But if you jump down here, you're going to see Grok Trade. You click the little arrow, and we have general chatter, trade ideas, cryptocurrency. We have all these discussions, moderators, algo. So we have all these. But the one below is called algo. Do you see this? You just click the little arrow, and it opens up. And we have support, but winning trades. So people can post their winning trades. We just opened this up. So today's the 6th, January 5th, yesterday. Andrew says, here's my latest win. He's had a lot of them, but this is his latest one. He says, I was trading the TQQQ up 17% in 5 days. Thanks, Oma. So we have 4 algorithms. We have OHA, OMA, PFAD, and ROC. You don't need to know those words, but we have 4 big trading algorithms that are what I consider hedge fund worthy. But if you look at this, that's what he made. ADVT posted just today. This was at 11 a.m. today. But he said PFAD, default settings, is pretty spot on. So PFAD's the other one that we have, okay? And that's our silver. He's trading XOM on a 10-minute time frame. That's TF means time frame. Traded XO same day call options up 300%. He posts his profit and loss right here. He posted it. Done for the day, fam. That is unbelievable. So I'm looking at the buy, and then sell right there, and then another buy. Wow, fantastic, nicely done. Or ADVT, if you're watching this video in the comments, let me know if you're a Grok grad or not. That's super cool. So I got a email. I can't show it, but I don't want to open up my email publicly. But he said we can share it, Mike and Sharon. But Mike sent me an email. He goes, man, this is too good to be true. This was an email that we'll be sharing publicly. But he goes, this is too good to be true. I'm trading my account for the year. We're only 7 days in. Is already up 10%. Already up 10%. Hard telling what he's up after today's 2% rally in the markets. But he that's what he's up this year already. I mean, how cool is that? So if you're interested in the trading, on getting in and just chatting with us, okay, you can get in and do day trading chat. There's that in here. And right now we have 36 people online. Here are all the people online. We have 400 people offline that are part of this group. So just get in here, be part of this, and just get into the community. And when you come in, chat. For you guys who are already in the algos, and you have your algos, if you have any support, we just started this. Go to support, add your support stuff, winning trades. We want brag. This is the brag wall. We want to see your winning trades. If you have trading ideas, come here and talk about your trading ideas. And we got several of them in there. input sharing, no one has put anything in, but if you have your inputs, now they have shared them, they shared them in another area. So there's an area in Grok Trade that we were doing earlier. Now it had its just one own thread, and it was right here on Grok, which I closed it. But if you go up, you can see that people like Tony put his inputs here for OHA, and it has a return of 5,400%. Wow! It wins 50% of the time. I mean, really strong numbers there. Max drawdown is 29%. So really good. He put all the inputs that you can duplicate those yourself. You can duplicate those yourself. But anyway, how do you get here? Go to Algo and down here at the bottom, you click on Next Webinar, click that. Or I'll give you a super hack. You can go to Algo 1. Up here in the list, go to Algo 1, and Algo 1 will show you how you register. So you respond, hit that respond button, and you will register and you will be in. So we will see you Saturday. Now, okay, with that, I have gone long, and I will share this. Guys, for you guys who are still with me, say you made it. If you made it this far, only you and I will understand what that means. So put made it in the comments if you made it this far. But again, I want to know if you're a boomer, Gen Xer, a millennial, a Gen Z. Help me. I want to know who you are and what group you represent. But the thing I want to share with you guys is this. I hope you see how jazzed I am about AI, artificial intelligence. If you have adopted a GPS to help you navigate from point A to point B, you need to adopt a trading algorithm. It's not optional. We believe we have the best trading algorithms out there today. We have a ton of competitors, but we have no equals, as far as we know, that offer these to the public, okay? Now remember, I'm an institutional trader utilizing algorithms. We only use the best algorithms. I'll say it that way. So to learn more about these algorithms, to know how we use them, how it's done, and how easy we make it for everybody, join the webinar that we're doing. Or just watch the recording. Do whatever, but you want to get in on this early. Do not be a laggard on this one, because the market will soon be separated with those who have algorithms versus those that don't use them. You will be like, man, one of the questions, just ask the question. If you go to ChatGPT, ask the questions. Will trading algos, which I think I showed this to you earlier, outperform retail traders? That's all you have to put. Or will you put it this way? Will retail traders outperform trading algos? Read what the artificial intelligence tells us, and it is highly accurate. Highly. Artificial intelligence is here. Matter of fact, a lot of the blog posts, read my blog posts. If you go to Grok Trade, we go to blogs. I have 3 blog posts that I wrote with help of artificial intelligence. That artificial intelligence helped me write it. I went in there and put my own, words on it, things I weren't in agreement on, I would change. But I hardly had to touch these things. And they are rich with information on trading algorithms. If you are a part of Grok system, I want all of our, especially students, if you're a 301, 401, I need you. And if you're a 301 and 401, you get my algorithms free of charge. There is no cost to you. And if you are a 301 student, you get a big discount. Everything's half off, okay? So you guys, I want you to have these. I need you to be wildly successful in the marketplace. You being able to put your trading savvy, that level of education that we deliver to you, coupled with trading algorithms, makes you unstoppable. You will be a machine out there in the marketplace. So that's it. If you like the video, like it. I do these videos free of charge. Give me a like if you want to give me a like. And listen, for everybody who registers, if you register, you're going to be hearing from Janelle, my wife. Actually, Janelle, please come up. Please come in here. if you can. So you're going to see my wife. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
So she will be helping us. Usually Andrew does, but he's got engagements. But tomorrow you're going to be the host. I'll be the host, and you'll be, the panelist helping me get going. So for you guys working on your subscriptions and that sort of thing, this is who you're talking to. You're talking to Janelle.
Did you tell them that if they are a student, that they need to email me to get the code?
Yes. If I didn't, so to get to code, if you're a student, email Janelle. It's JANELL with no E at the end.
Me on the end.
At groktrade.com, and she'll get you a code. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, sorry, I left you hanging.
All right, guys. If you like it, leave me a comment. Catch you guys later. We'll see you. Bye.